I'm working in nature now for 20 years, and I only see once a pangolin in the wild. When I saw it, never knew what it was. I checked it up and I saw it was a pangolin. And since then, 20 years later, our vet that normally used to help us with our animals, she said there's people doing this project and they need areas to release the pangolins, and if we will be interested. And I immediately said, yes, let the guys come and see us. And so, you know, it's such a nice animal. So I wanted to know more about them. And that's why I get involved. It's something that someday when somebody else's child are big enough and they have the opportunity, they can still see that in nature. It won't be extinct like we can maybe. I don't even know if some children ever will be able to see a live rhino in nature. And I think if we can do our part in conservation and try to stop that, it would be nicer. Nobody knows about the pangolin problem, and if we don't start helping pangolins, they will be extinct in about 2 to 3 years' time. So pangolins are such a quiet, secretive animal that you can walk in the veld and you won't even know that it's there. So pangolins, what I can say about them is that they're the most trafficked mammal in Africa at this stage.
In Singapore seized almost $39 million worth of parts from one of the world's most trafficked animals.
Pangolins are the world's most poached animal, as its meat and scales are perceived to have medical benefits.
They so trafficked. 2 years ago, the stats were, in a 5-year time, there were 120,000 of the pangolins trafficked. Only 90 were rescued and put back into nature. My name is Achard Nel. I'm living in Limpopo province. I'm the reserve manager of a huge reserve of 8,000 hectares, and I'm also outfitter and professional hunter. Well, the reason why I became a professional hunter or hunter is we grow up with hunting in South Africa. It's like a lead sport in South Africa. It's a sport for princes, we say. If you hunt, you also conserve. Conservation through utilization. And if we don't have any hunters here and we don't hunt, there won't be any other animals in South Africa. They go extinct. The people who hunt and the professional hunters and their clients that come and hunt helps us to get money to really do conservation in South Africa. There's a lot of stuff going into conservation. There's fences, there's permits, there's paperwork, there's checking the animals every day. There's stuff involved, people that can benefit out of hunting. That's why I became a professional hunter and a hunter, and I have a passion for doing that. The hunters bring in money that also helps us, like I said before as well, the conservation part of this. If we don't get hunters in, we can't pay people to help us to do the conservation work we need to do. Respecting nature is you must also remember you moving into the territory of an animal that lives in nature. Nature is, we actually born to rule over the nature, but we also have to respect it. So if you go one day out and you have to hunt a buffalo and you lost your respect for nature and for that animal, you're gonna get mauled. And that's the quickest way you're gonna learn that if you lose your respect for nature and you think you're bigger than nature, that's the first day that you have to hang up your rifle and turn around and walk away. Because animals deserve to be respected, and like we spoke the other day, if you don't feel sad about killing an animal, it's also wrong. I think respect an animal and know about the animal and also know about where he comes from And nature is it's just so big, it's so vast. There's so much in nature that you have to respect. There's really a little bit known about the mating of pangolins. Everybody wants to find out more about pangolins. Pangolins have one baby. The baby go with the mother on the back of her tail for about a year. She nurturing him. So pangolins, they only eat ants, and they can eat up to about 20,000 ants a day. They're such magnificent animals. They love water. They love rolling in dung so they can change their scent. They roll up so no predator can do anything with them. Pangolins are, so they got confused with armadillos, that they're not. The other day I read a story about 100 kilos of pangolin scales. 100 kilos of pangolin scales, if you take, it's about 20% of their body mass. Their body mass is about 15 kilos on a younger animal, or say even 10 kilos, it's 200 grams. So if you take 100 pangolins or 100 kilos of scales, it's about 500 animals that needed to be killed to make that, they confiscated that amount of 100 kilos. So that all go to Asia because they think it's like an aphrodisiac. I mean, that's one of the reasons we used to have rhinos, and rhinos were killed here, and we sold all our rhinos, and we decided not to go in with that. Now we're going in full steam to do pangolins, because pangolins are such a lovely creature. You can leave them in the veld. You don't have to worry that somebody will come and kill them immediately, and you can just go and enjoy them. And we can also help to be part of the rebirth of pangolins, and help that they're not being extinct in 2 to 3 years' time. And we started now with 3 of them. We would love to go as much as we can. It's an enormous project that we're taking on here. Some of the pangolins are still young, so you have to take them out, walk them for 5 hours a day, up to 5 months, and try and get their body mass up, and that they maintain it before you can really release them in nature. So we're all committed here, and we all love to do it, and I think if we don't do anything about it, nobody else will. Only thing we would like to ask the people in the world is to get behind us and help us support to preserve the pangolin. If everybody everybody can start helping us and help us to put in an effort, we can still save this mammal from extinction. I know everybody also gives a lot to South Africa for rhino poaching, but we will also like them to also put in the effort and help us save the pangolin. And the only people at this stage really giving their support to us is hunters. Hunters are really giving money to conservation, and that's why we say conservation through utilization. And if we get more hunters here, we can use that money to really appoint more people to help with the pangolin projects, and we can also make more effort towards the heritage of this country, the animals in South Africa.